Hello everyone, welcome back to sprouting season. Hope everyone's been doing well. Today we're going to be making an apple and pecan cobbler, and this one sounds really good. It's a sweet and syrupy apples with crunchy pecans topped with tender and buttery scones. This one I haven't tried before, but thought I would share with you all. And it's more on the vegan side, which, I'm not vegan, but this is what is described in the recipe as vegan, because I believe it has non-dairy milk, but you can use regular milk. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you everything that I have here. Okay, so we have apples that I have left over, and it asks for about 2 pounds, but I'm just going to use what I have. And it also asks for the pecans, of course. I got chopped pecans. If you want to use halves, I'm sure that's fine. So let's go ahead and go down the list. So you got your 2 pounds of apples. It's going to be 1 cup of pecans, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, packed brown sugar. Now, I use this right here, the Swerve, because I can't have the sugar, so it's just a brown sugar substitute, and as well as monk fruit sweetener with the erythritol. Now, this is a raw cane sugar replacement. You can use regular sugar because that is what the recipe asks for. Just regular brown sugar and granulated sugar, but I am using sugar substitutes. Also, there's going to be all-purpose flour right there. I use the King Arthur. Salt and cornstarch. Okay, it's going to be 1/3 cup all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. There's our vanilla. And we're going to have ground cinnamon. It's right here. And nutmeg. I got the ground nutmeg. Now it says 1/2 teaspoon freshly grated nutmeg. I don't have that. We're just going to use what I have there. And then for the scone topping, okay, which is the flour topping, it's going to be 2 cups all-purpose flour, and then 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup cold butter, grated or cubed, 3/4 cup cold non-dairy milk. Again, you can use regular milk, and I have the evaporated milk. That's what I'm going to use. I don't see why I can't use that. I think it would probably give it a good flavor. I believe it said something about even to like caramelize. And then the vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon lemon juice. I have a lemon over there. And then it asks for the topping, the raw turbinado sugar, which I'm not going to use that. You can put that on yours if you'd like. But these are all the ingredients that you will need. And let's go ahead and get started. And I was going to say, I'm going to have all the ingredients in the description box for you, okay? In case you didn't get, all the ingredients and the measurements. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and peel and cut our apples. And make sure you wash them beforehand. And that's what we're going to start off doing first. So let's get started on that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut our apples. And also, I forgot to mention what size baking pan you'll need. It's going to be an 8-inch. This is an 8x8, okay? And you are going to preheat your oven to 350. And these are just going to be sliced apples, okay? There's no need to cut in very small pieces. So make sure you don't get the core. You're just going to slice the apples and then do all of them and then set them to the side. I'm just putting them in a bowl because you're going to be mixing them up. So make sure you have a mixing bowl also. You know, and when you cut these, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Just as long as they're cut into slices. Okay, so I diced up all the apples. I had about maybe 6-7 apples or so. It doesn't have to be exact, but as long as you have around 2 pounds, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of pecans. And then you're going to add 3/4 cup of the brown sugar. Then you're going to add 1/3 cup of flour, all-purpose. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Add it into the mix. And then we're going to be adding the vanilla extract, and that is 1 teaspoon. Okay. And then we're going to add the cinnamon, and that is also 1 teaspoon. Okay. And then the nutmeg, and that's 1/2 teaspoon. So and we're going to combine everything, okay, and toss well, okay, and I'll show you. And just mix everything well, okay. And if you have to, you know, there's some crumbles in there. You can even, you know, toss it with your hands if you need to, okay. Okay, so I went ahead and tossed everything really well. I guess some of the crumbles I thought were crumbles are the pecans, okay? And then you're going to grease your pan here, okay? You can use butter if you'd like, or cooking spray, the nonstick spray, and then you're going to put the apples into your baking dish. Okay, then we're going to add 2 cups all-purpose flour. And I know I've talked about aerating your flour in my previous videos, which is instead of adding your measuring cup into the flour, you're going to scoop the flour out and put it into your measuring cup. But in this instance, I'm just, adding the flour from the bag into the cup, okay? And make sure that it's even there. Because if you add your measuring cup into your flour and scoop it out, you may get too much flour, okay? Okay, so I added the sugar already, okay? That was half a cup. And now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, okay? These are all the dry ingredients that I'm putting into the bowl. And then we're going to add our salt. Okay, so we have salt there. And then, let's see, we are going to add the cold butter. Now, this has to be either grated or cubed, which I forgot to mention. Okay, so I went ahead and cubed the butter, and we're going to add it to our flour mixture. And you may want to use gloves, but you don't have to. It's just cleaner, okay? And we're going to add the butter into our bowl. It's going to be your crust. And I believe when you make pie crust, you add chilled butter, okay? So you're going to just crumble, okay, the butter using the tips of your fingertips until the butter pieces are about pea-sized, okay? And once that's done, you're going to drizzle it over the cold milk, vanilla extract, and lemon juice. You can use a wooden spoon or a rubber spatula to combine until a thick batter or a soft dough forms. So far, this is what it looks like. Now, I was going to suggest also you can use a pastry blender, like a manual one, or maybe a food processor, but I don't think you really need to, use a food processor. You can just use your hands like I'm doing, or you can use a pastry blender, which I don't have. Again, all my stuff is in storage right now. Okay, so I've got my 3/4 cup of milk, okay? Now we're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And lemon juice. So, you know what? I think I'm going to just add it all in here and then drizzle it over my flour mixture. And these sure are some big lemons. They look almost like oranges. So I'm going to just put that in the milk. Give it a good stir. And then we're going to drizzle it, like it says here, all over the flour mixture. I'll show you. And then it says you're going to go ahead and mix it with the rubber spatula. And you're going to mix until a thick batter or soft dough forms. Okay? And that's what's going to go on top of your apples and pecans mixture. As you can see, I formed one big dough ball. And it should be like a soft, pliable dough. Okay? Okay, y'all. So I got a little bit left over of the dough, okay? And I just put it there. I know it looks kind of ugly, okay? But the recipe asks for you to scoop, put it into like a cookie scoop or use a spoon, and then you kind of smash down on those scoops onto the apple and pecan mixture. Okay, so that's why it looks like that. I've never made this before. I don't think it really matters if it looks like that. I mean, once it comes out of the oven, it's probably going to look really good. And here it is. See, and this is an 8x8. That's what the recipe asks for. You know, maybe I had a little too many apples. I mean, it fit perfectly in there. But you may want to play around with it. Maybe, you know, you can use a little bit bigger dish. But this is the 8x8. And that's what I used. And if you do have leftover dough, I was going to suggest save it and make another one. So I put it in the oven for, it's going to be at 350 until it's golden brown, or almost an hour, okay, about 55 minutes. Also, when you see the apples bubbling, then you'll know. But if it starts getting too brown on top, just add some foil, a layer of foil on top. Okay, y'all, so we've already cut into it. It turned out pretty good. So it's ooey gooey apples and pecans. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you come back for more.